So there's lots more that makes up life in Halifax and what there is to do here and considerations if you're thinking of moving here. But these were the top 3 things that I thought you would want to know if you were planning to move to Halifax. So you're thinking of moving to Halifax. Well, first of all, let me be the first to welcome you. We'd love to have you here. But if you're thinking of moving to Halifax, there are some things you're really going to want to know before you get here. And so in this video, we're going to dive into the top 3 things that every newcomer really needs to know before moving to Halifax. So let's jump in and we'll get into these tips. My name is Chris Pickup. I'm a realtor with eXp Realty here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And I'd love to be an advisor, a resource for you on your real estate journey. So let's dig into it. Halifax has really hit the national scene in the last couple of years. That hidden gem that was Nova Scotia is no longer hidden, and people from all over the country have realized what a treasure Nova Scotia is. So welcome to the club. Now you know. But before you get here, there are some things that you really are going to want to know so that that learning curve of learning the culture and learning the lifestyle here in Halifax doesn't surprise you too bad. The first thing you need to know before moving to Halifax is about our weather. We have a beautiful climate. On a national level, we actually get some of the highest numbers of sunny days in the country, which is beautiful. But with that, there are also some extremes that you're going to want to be aware of. Firstly is obviously the winter. We've had things in the past such as White Want, where we were just absolutely dunked on with snow. There are some winters where the sidewalks are completely eliminated because the whole sidewalk becomes a snowbank. We can get a lot of snow here. This winter is actually really mild and has been really nice so far. But with that, I do have to say, it can be snowing 1 hour, and then the next hour the sun can be shining down right on top of that snow. So although we do get some extreme snow circumstances, we keep the sun for even good parts of the summer. So I find that personally really can be a pick-me-up. Even if it's a snowy day, you're out shoveling snow, you still get the sun shining down your face. You still get to see that big orange thing in the sky. So that's a big perk. But one pro tip that I gotta share with you is that even though our temperatures can get pretty low, we're not near as cold as other parts of the country, like the prairies and even Ontario can get really frigid and really cold. But what really gets you in Nova Scotia is the wind. It's the wind that gets you. We can have biting winds coming off of that ocean, and it can blow that cold air right in your face, and it can just chill you to the bones. So you gotta be prepared for the snow. You gotta be ready for the wind in the winter. Now let's talk about summer. When summer hits spring typically hits really in May in Nova Scotia, and we have a beautiful spring season, usually pretty short. We get to summer and it gets hot. And similar to the winter, it's not necessarily that thermostat reading that's gonna get you, but it's actually the humidity. It can be suffocating in the summer. So when you come in the summer, you gotta be ready. So that's one factor you've got to manage in the summer, is that even though it's quite hot, it's going to feel a lot hotter than it is because that humidity makes it feel like it's right on you. So that's why we all have air conditioning. The second thing that you're going to need to know if you're moving to Halifax, particularly if you're moving from a bigger city, is that we don't have quite the amenities that the bigger cities have. I know we lived in Vancouver for 6 years, and my wife was born and raised in Vancouver. So we're used to a huge diversity in food, a huge diversity in activities and things we can go and do. And to be honest, Halifax just doesn't have as diverse food background, a food culture as the bigger cities do. And there aren't quite as many, say, social outings or social gatherings that you can go and do. But we do have one of the highest pubs per capita rate in all of North America. So that might tell you what most of us spend our time doing. And I will say that what we tend to lack in amenities, we do make up for in the natural beauty of the province. There are hikes and trails all over the province. There are beautiful beaches and just lots to do outside, lots to see. So it's a beautiful place. There is lots to do here, but it might not be the stuff you're used to doing if you're coming from one of the bigger cities. And the third thing I want to let you know about living in Halifax is the people. The people here are truly amazing. They're a warm people. I get more head nods a day in Halifax of people just saying hello. I didn't know the number of ways you could use a head nod until I moved back to Halifax and realized just how much people are willing to engage with you, willing to interact with you, how people will just smile at you when you're walking by, when you're driving by. I know living in Vancouver, it was like you were on an island if you weren't with your friends. Nobody looked at you. Nobody was looking to interact with you in any meaningful way. But in Nova Scotia, it's different. People will genuinely just look up to say hi. They'll give you the head nod. They're friendly. One particular thing that I really noticed after coming back from Vancouver is that people in Nova Scotia are like really friendly drivers. I was used to horns honking at almost every intersection you go through, people rushing lights, trying to squeeze through because everybody's in a rush. But in Nova Scotia, yes, people are still hurrying. Yes, there are some rude people out on the road. But by and large, you can go through weeks without really hearing any road rage or anybody honking their horns at somebody else. So one, it's one for your awareness. You're going to come to a place where even the roads are friendly. But two, don't bring no big city road rage here, okay? Let's keep Nova Scotia's roads happy and safe. So there's lots more that makes up life in Halifax and what there is to do here and considerations if you're thinking of moving here. But these were the top 3 things that I thought you would want to know if you were planning to move to Halifax. So if this was valuable to you, I'd love for you to come along for this real estate journey along with me. So please subscribe. It's free to do, and to break that subscription contract is completely free. You can be out of it in no way if I stop providing value or entertainment to you. Once again, I'm Chris Pickup with eXp Realty, and I'd love to be in your corner as your trusted real estate advisor.